You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Ejuke Mathias. So you love to come with the Elegbete One of Sports. It's time for us to talk about all the things that are going on in the beautiful world of sports. Sometimes I try to run away from Nigerian sporting conversation because it is burdensome. It is cumbersome to discuss. Okay, one of the reasons why I started the show like 2 minutes late is because I was trying to get to the root of why Favor of Philly did not get listed in the 100 meters and why she needed to go to Twitter to rant and all that. Because of me, I'm just looking at it from a administrative point of view. Like I'm an administrator, or I'm a coach, or I'm a team lead. These are information you should already know before the Olympics. Before going to Paris, you should already know, hey, this is where you're competing, this is where you're running. So I was trying to get across to the minister, trying to get across to AFN. And at this time I give it to them. I'm not going to say here that they were avoiding my call. Everybody's busy. Some people are in Paris, some people are traveling, I called someone who was on the plane. So I know how difficult that could be for a lot of people. But if you follow me very well, whether on Twitter or on this space, I have said many times that the biggest problem with Nigerian sports in general, apart from finances, is communication. Nigerian sports, whether it's the football, it's the league, it's club, it's the NFF, it's AFN, it's MBBF, it's Nigerian Boxing Board of Control, MBBFC, anyone, taekwondo, martial art, squash, table tennis itself, golfing is elite. Golfing is for elite people. There's no problem with golfing. But every sport, swimming and the rest of them, boxing, communication is one of our biggest problems. Many of the problems we face in Nigerian sports would be half solved if we have a proper channel of communication. It's just like the protest of tomorrow. You know that if the president consider it a thing of duty to communicate. I used to tell people that if I govern Nigeria, if I was in position to govern Nigeria, I could even be the most wicked president and I'll still be loved. Because I just think that's the aspect of leadership that is easy. Why is it easy? There is nothing you're doing that is of your money. You're not spending your money to do anything. If you want to fly, the plane will be fueled. They will fly you for free. If you want to eat, everything is done for you for free. There's nothing I'm building a YouTube channel now. Sweat, blood, time, everything goes into it. Just do anyhow to become a president or a governor or a senator, and then every other thing is taken care of. It's like, come on to me, you that are labor and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. That's how it feels anyway. Well, that is my opinion. It might be more than that. But I think that with proper communication, hard rivers can be easily crossed. Okay, it's like yesterday. I was talking with somebody. I went to for those of you, I went to go and take my passport, my international passport. I finally renewed it. So for the next 10 years, I'll not get anything to immigration office. I'm on my own. They're on their own. 10 years time, 2034. I will need to renew again for this 64 pages, unless I run out of pages, because again, there's going to be a lot of traveling now, unless I run out of pages, but I hope so. I hope I don't, unless I run out of pages, and then I will go back. But for the next 10 years at least, I'm out of their faces, because sometimes those immigration people can be stressful. Well, I welcome you to the show, the Sports Buffet this morning. My name is Ejuke Mathias. You love to come in with on sports. Let's talk about sports. Let's talk about all of the transfer stories and everything. Kelechi Iheanacho is going to Sevilla. My only problem, I always say that if I'm a European club, there is no way in this world I will sign 2 Nigerians in one team. Now, once you have one Nigerian and not put another one, your chances of going on relegation is very high when you have 2 Nigerians in one team. Like, I'm just saying it. People say that, what are you saying? Fulham are they winning anything? before you bring that Fulham and Nottingham Forest. Not be so relegation that they try escape. So that won't put me in that conversation. I'm just telling you, your chances of going down is very, very high. Two Nigerians in one team. Nah, they would inspire each other to be lazy. They inspire each other not to perform well. They inspire each other not to be competitive. But then Kelechi Iheanacho is there. I'm asking this question: Is this a good move? My brother Omar Katuba did a video, and it does make sense with it that Kelechi Iheanacho, there's a word he used to describe him, and I don't think I've ever heard anybody use such a word to describe anybody, but that's the most apt, that's the most like straight to the point, needle to the cloth kind of description that anybody would do. Surgically perfect, precision execution of that word. He said he's a ponderous human being. Oh Lord. I need to play for you people. I need to go back and go get it for you people, because Oma, you speak this one. I'm a warrior, babe. No, I'm gonna talk this one. So it just fits into the. It's a ponderous human being. In other words, let's say poetic license. Okay. In other words, what happened was that he used poetic license to say that Kelechi Iheanacho, they think things before they do them.
Kelechi Iheanacho of Nigeria. Kelechi Iheanacho of Nigeria has agreed to join Sevilla Football Club on a free. This is brought to you by TransferGo, your number one money transfer platform if you live in the UK and Europe.
YouTube will own me now for advertising.
Now, this is a brilliant move for the Nigerian forward.
Listen,
why do I say this? Sevilla is a bigger club. Spanish football, I think, suits him well because of the approach in Spain. But in England, it is more about the rhythm. You have little or no time to think. And when you look at Kelechi's style of play, you will agree with me that he's a type of player that is quite ponderous, who needs time to really think and, of course, make the right decision. His game is more about tactics, more than physical energy. His game is more about brain than brawn. So I think that the Spanish La Liga is a perfect league for Kelechi Iheanacho, and the club Sevilla offers him more chances of winning trophies. But then again, he teams up with fellow Nigerian Chidera Ejuke, who joined Sevilla not long ago. Of course, live in Spain.
All right, so I don't know if I should call Omar. Sometimes you just feel like, okay, let's get him, because I think that's the best word that describes Kelechi Iheanacho. Nobody's ever described him in that way. I think this is my opinion of Kelechi Iheanacho. I think Kelechi Iheanacho, of this generation of players that play for Nigeria, between 2015 and today, Kelechi Iheanacho is the most prodigiously talented footballer that we have. Hold on. And like, what of Lookman? What of Emmanuel Dennis? What of Victor Boniface? Oh, these guys are talented. These guys are fantastic players. But you see that Kelechi has got something that a whole lot of the other guys don't have. Now, having said that, football, you can have all of those things, and then you have poor work ethics. I think that Kelechi have a very poor work ethics, and sometimes that counts against him and makes his talent, less important. And when I saw that video, I said, okay, I'm going to spend time talking about Kelechi today. But I need to ask you guys, do you guys think that Kelechi Iheanacho going to Sevilla is a great move? We're getting past the good move talk now. We're getting past that one. Is a great move? Does it push his career where it needs to? Because again, this seems like an encore, as the French would say, an encore move. Kelechi Iheanacho, as far as I'm concerned, almost the reincarnate of Kanu Nwankwo, but not. But in a lot of ways, his career path seems to look like Kanu Nwankwo. Kanu Nwankwo never had a starting match for 10 consecutive games anytime in his career. But listen, Kanu Nwankwo is one of the most talented, one of the most gifted players to come out of Nigeria and Africa, and you cannot doubt that talent. Okay, some things he won, I felt like they were gifted to him, like the 1999 African Footballer of the Year. I don't think he deserved to, like, that conversation should not even be heard. It was a pity award. But Whatever it is earned it. Now let's give it to him. It is earned it. History, I've recorded it for him. Kelechi Iheanacho, again, when you look at him, he doesn't. When you size up his talent, you say to yourself, with this talent, you should be here. It's like when you go to Harvard and come back, and then you're doing vulcanizer by the roadside, not even in a very big garage or in a lube station, but just by the roadside, and you have Harvard degree. Sometimes it doesn't. The numbers don't add up. Sometimes when you look at the talent of Kelechi Iheanacho vis-a-vis what he does for club or country, you're like, man, this guy sits on the bench too much with this talent that he's got. With this much talent, it's like having $1 billion check and living in penury, right? So I'm looking at Sevilla. Is Sevilla in the place now where he comes and you say, you know what? Sometimes you save the best for last. Well, I can't sing, so don't mock my singing. Maybe Kelechi Iheanacho has been saving the best for last, and this is the time where he shows the world, this is who I am. Look at me now. Oh, look at me now. You know, that kind of feeling. That's what I'm getting, because I just think that, like Omar said, I think that the La Liga fits him and all that. But there's something about Kelechi Iheanacho that easily turns people off. You know, that thing about his body language, that thing about the way. It's not because he's languid like Anuako or laid back, but there's just this thing about him where sometimes you just feel disconnected. He's disinterested with the game, with the motion, the movement, the action. You're not Lionel Messi. Only Lionel Messi can do that and get away with it. But you know, I'm gonna sit here and watch. I'm gonna sit here and, you know, try to see if it turns out well. But I really do hope that it turns out well. One, for his talent, not for his personality. I mean, anybody who knows me will tell you I don't like Kelechi's personality. Kelechi is one of the most disrespectful human beings that I know that have played football. But that does not affect his talent. We're not going to, you know, negate his talent because he's disrespectful. He's, you know, like, I don't know anybody who is like that, you know, but it's just him. That's who I know. I don't know what's going on in his head, his headspace and all that. But then again, I want to see his game. And it's not just easy to say, oh, because he's gone to Spain, he's going to shine like $1 million. No. Samuel Chukwueze was in Spain. I don't think he ever shone bright like a diamond in the sky. Okay, so we're going to have to watch it, but I need to hear your opinion. Great move. This is the place where we will see Kelechi Iheanacho blossom. Or is he coming to Sevilla at the wrong time? Because again, I was talking to somebody, Johnny Gafa, yesterday, and he made mention of something that was very, very profound. He said timing is everything. The way he explained it, oh God, it just explained a whole lot of situation around me and just the world in general. Timing is everything. You could go to the right club. It's like when you go to Arsenal during the early Wenger days, anything you touch is on gold. You win FA Cup, you win league title, or you go to Manchester United in the days where Sir Alex Ferguson was dominating, and it's magical. And then you go to this current Man United now, and you're like, okay, you guys are bad. This team is not good, blah, blah, blah. But worse than those type of players have been at Manchester United, and they've won things. They've won things that even hardworking, committed players did not win. So sometimes timing is everything. And if you get the timing right, you could just be in the sky, shining. Is this the perfect timing? With Sevilla, they're having some financial issues. They're not really firing on all cylinders anymore. They don't have Unai Emery anymore. They don't have those coaches that takes them to go win UEFA Europa Cup, all those type of title. Is this the right timing for him to go? But then, even if it is not, would he excel? Is this a place where he's been waiting to excel? All of that should be in the conversation, the comment section, whatever you think. Then there is the favor of Philly conversation. And I've maybe some people think that I am actually Tony Stark of Nigerian sports. So I am not. I'm struggling to find my way. I'm trying to grow every single day. The numbers are not adding up for me as well. I'm begging for YouTube numbers to grow up. I'm looking for fuel to buy. I'm looking for data to. So it's also hard for me too. But when I look at the favor of Philly thing, and from the calls that I made leading up to the start of the show, one of the things that I conclude out of that is that poor communication have created this crisis that is there. So from what was said, she qualified for the 100 meter, but her timing was poor, meaning that she might not even qualify for the finals or semi-finals. She might not qualify from the heat based off on her timing as against the other people. Her strength is the 200 meters, where she's very good. So the AFN decided, Athletics Federation of Nigeria decided, let's put her in a place of strength. Maybe she can compete and compete very well in that area. Now, where there is a problem with this is that nobody thought it wise to call the athlete, and that's strange. You know why it's strange? So, what mental state, what mindset was the athlete taking to the competition? She was just going there like, oh, let's just cram them like sardine and take them there, and then eventually anything can happen. So what? Anything can happen in today's world where everybody is deliberate, strategic, and intentional with everything that they do. Even with children that you born, even with the place you stay, where you send your children to school, the neighbors you want to have around you, people are that intentional. You're going for an event that happens once every 4 years, and sometimes if you go for this one, you might not even be there for the next one, and you're not intentional. You're not intentional enough. I think that, this the association federations, they have coaches, they have communications people, they have their WhatsApp group that they have phone numbers. All of this communication should have been sorted out a long time ago. Why should the athlete not go to the tournament? I know that this is the worst Olympic ever. So, it's not. Paris was trying to be the Green Olympics, but then they ended up being the Antichrist Olympic and the dirtiest and stinkiest and smelling Olympic, self-sabotaging Olympic. So, if Nigeria is also self-sabotaging, tapping onto that energy and self-sabotaging themselves, I wouldn't be surprised. But hey, having said that, shouldn't we already have known who is competing in what sport you're competing in, where you're going to be, how you're going to, those basic little things. And so when I was looking for a payoff line for my company, I said the little details count. It's just little details that matters the most, okay? But it's a case of, I think, say this person could tell that person could tell this person. My mom used to say, goat where everybody they feed, now hungry go kill them. Why? Because A go to say B don't give her food, B go to say C don't give her food, C go to say D don't give her food. Before you know, the goat go mad till he die. So goat where everybody they feed, now hungry go kill him. The responsibility should be, everybody should have their rules. Like, but in Nigeria, everybody want to go and greet a minister. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. They drag me to one WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group, the aide of the minister keep dumping information. It's locked. You cannot comment. You cannot ask questions. You cannot say anything. I come myself because I'm too old. At 45, now I go there dump yard. No, nah. I should be able to ask him, hey, minister, come. Hey, you there? Well, why is this happening? Nobody can ask questions. Nobody can say anything. No, nah. I come on, everybody come in. Why you come on? Is disrespectful to the minister? Is the minister? This group was formed on the behest of the minister. Like Nigerians, I service go kill you now. Jesus. Just like everybody calls me, send me a message. What God they're not gonna do you? Now I ask them, wait, why would they criticize Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Todd Boehly? What did Todd Boehly do us? Then they criticize people when they run sports on Nigeria again. Anybody you just try to criticize, hey, what did you do? Why you do? And now the same people come and say, let's go and protest. Let's go and protest. So people will want protest. Why now? Hey, even if you want to say, it shouldn't be you the one that will be saying it. It should be somebody else. You have boys. Get your boys to say, not you. Which kind of country would they? I'm not feeling wrong, no, but I don't understand. Which kind of country would they? Why I be like this? Well, let's move on the conversation and say. So that's the reason why she's not entered into the 100 meters. But unfortunately, she was not told, she was not informed. So it's become what was not meant to be a problem have now become a disaster. I wonder what state of mind she will be to run her 200 meters or whatever sport thing that they entered her for. That's one part of it. And then the other part, wait, I'm trying to forget Oma. Oh boy. Yep. So I'm wondering why do we have to get to that point where it is terrible? before anything is done. But then transfer stories are still there. They're banging everywhere. Everybody's looking around themselves. Nobody trusts anybody these days. Everybody's looking for the agent that will work. Some people are, in this period, are firing their agent, getting new agent. Some people are managing their crisis, like we saw in the Chelsea dressing room. Like I said before, that wasn't a problem that anybody was supposed to discuss. I will say it and I'll say it again. That Enzo problem, singing song in the bus, people were just being unnecessarily emotional. I have been in team buses. The things where we they sing inside bus, not be here. Oh, says he shouldn't have posted it. Well, he don't post them, he don't post them. But it wasn't the only one. Why Chelsea begin carrying for head? Now which I don't know. Why the player came back, he apologized, they fined him. He paid. The English media are saying, "Oh, he shouldn't. The fine is too small. The man is so rich. Not even him will pay. The club will pay anything I like on a talk." Well, for Man United, Philippe Piqué with the ball for France, he don't injure. My stepbrother that plays that Man United side, he don't injure. He don't wear leg shoe. We pray, send our prayers and wishes to them because this turnaround maintenance that Man United are doing with renewed hope. In a Bala Blue way. We don't want it to come and end up in a town hall meeting. We hope that this player can play. We really want to see. Like I said before, I repeat, I do not see a 18-year-old boy being the guy on whose shoulder the solidity of Man United defense is built on. What I was, for me, when I wanted Arsenal to sign him and loan him back to the club he's playing for 2 seasons from now, William Saliba would have left to Real Madrid or wherever he wants to go to. I will bring him in. He will be 2021 at the time, and then we can start. I have not seen, remind me please, an 18-year-old boy being the mainstay of any team defense. Okay, I've not seen. Those of you who send me a message, Lillian says, what do you have to say about Martin Chidozie, who's left Arsenal and could be going to Manchester United? Is that not a failure on the part of Mikel Arteta and Edu? No, it's not a failure. Before you talk about youth, and I also saw that thing on Fans Tribe, right? Let me say this here. Arsenal have had their fair share of giving young players opportunities, from the Fabregas to Danielson to Alexander Song, Seminazri, all of them, Clichy, and all of those people, Robbie Van Persie in their youth days. Arsenal have also won title with a youth player called Nicolas Anelka, who helped Arsenal to win the double. So Arsenal have had their fair share of using youth players. And then we've also had a fair share of using youth players and going nowhere. So right now, this ship is a rocket that is heading to the moon. You need experienced people to guide your rocket. You don't need training materials. You don't need people who will just be there and make silly mistakes. So the enforcement that Arsenal is using, this is advanced level of youth. This is not teenage youth. This is advanced level of youth that Arsenal is using. Arsenal still have the youngest squad in the Premier League. So it's not as if they have a bunch of old men. Everybody is in the same age with Thomas Partey and Jorginho. No. These are young players that are in the team. And to be very honest, let me ask, where do you think that this Chidozie that scored 30-something goal will play in the Arsenal team currently? Don't forget that, what's he called? That Ghana boy, what's his name now? That Ghana boy for Arsenal attack, when they give new contract last season. When Marseille tried by Arsenal, they do Shakara. Oh, God. Eddie Nketiah was scoring 40 goals in youth football, like Michael Owen that year. When they bring out to the senior team, he do some wonders. Score against Man United, score some very, very goals. After that one, what happened? Nothing happened. Nothing concrete happened. What we just saw was the fact that the boy went back to being who he is. The pressure of playing at that level, he couldn't handle it. So I don't think that Mikel Arteta needs to, if you like, call him Wonder Boy. Any name when I like, when I describe her right now, sign him. Let's see. Can he honestly walk into that Man United starting 11 right now? Like Martin Chidozie, can he walk into Man United starting 11? If the reason he's leaving Arsenal is that he doesn't have a pathway to the senior team this season, do you see him, that boy, playing in the first team in Man United next season, this new season that we're going to enter? If he doesn't play, so what is the use of him going there? That's a question that I like to ask the people that are pushing for him to come there. But the conversation on the Mirror, the headline is "You're joking." YORO joking. Man United fear Euro could face a lengthy spell on the sideline as new recruits seen on crutches and in protective boots after suffering an injury in the game against Arsenal. So that one is a problem. Southgate lined up to replace Wright in major TV role after England exit. You know why this is interesting? Southgate was always angry with people, analysts, commentators talking about his team and all that. Now he's going to be in a position where he would have to. The good thing is, I like England media. You know, they would debrief you like CIA and FBI. Since he spent 8 years with the national team, one media has on and say, look, this is the biggest opportunity for content that we can have. This is what Nigerian media should also be doing. But then again, most of the Nigerian sportsmen and women also, they're not happy talk. If you put that for your radio, your TV, your rating will drop because they're not happy talk. They're not good storytellers. If you've ever interviewed any Nigerian player, some good though, but if you ever interview them, you see the work you have to put in. Then to not expect them to do that every week, every day, maybe twice or 3 times a week, you know that there's problem. But hey, it's good for him. It will be relevant there. I don't think he wants to go coach anywhere. He wants to take a sabbatical, but the sabbatical can give him opportunity to earn money. Why not? Money is never enough. Liverpool told Harry, young Reds star lead of Van Dijk influence as extra friendly a plan. Nico Williams' decision is on the cards. Gallagher is exiting and probably might go to Atletico Madrid, which is very, very sad. New goalkeeper for Chelsea. So many to talk about in the transfer. But let me take you straight to our transfer update and see all the stories that are there while you guys help me to answer the Kelechi question. What do you think? Again, the NFF agreed with the Super Eagles players that they will give them 30% of whatever they earn in the AFCON. AFCON have ended since February, if I'm not mistaken, February, right? They are still yet to pay the players. I mean, each of those players are supposed to get about $35,000 for their work in taking the team to the finals of the AFCON. To this very moment, that money have not been paid. The NFF, when you talk to the NFF, they tell you, oh, all accounts have been sent to the CBN. CBN have not credited them. I don't understand how I will give a bank credit instruction and they will not. They don't have dollar deposit, blah, 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 blah. CAF have paid that money in. So what is really happening? Is CBN waiting for the NFF to draw down the whole money with preparation and qualifiers before they pay the players, and then that money go forward? Some of them might not even get it again. What exactly is going on? Well, we shall see. Let's see what's on the transfer card. Brighton have agreed a £5.9 million deal to allow German midfielder Pascal Gross, 33, join Borussia Dortmund. Chelsea are in talks over 31-year-old. Now they are signing senior players. And nobody saw the meeting. What they do is 31-year-old Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku permanently joining Napoli. Chelsea are in talks over 31-year-old Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku permanently joining Napoli, while 25-year-old Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen could move in the opposite direction on loan. But then Chelsea, Victor Osimhen's Victor Osimhen's agent, Calendar, of all the name in this world to have Calendar. Calendar has said Victor Osimhen is not going to go on loan. Napoli, in this long conversation from what we gathered, are not interested in any business that will make them pay part payment of his salary. The real problem with Napoli and Osimhen is not just the coconut head, the stubbornness, or the whole body image and all that. The thing is, the boy earns £253,000 a week. And Napoli are not playing in the Champions League. They're not making more money. Brands, are not coming. Napoli. Yesterday, you heard my former teammate and friend say that Napoli is a club that wins a title 1 year, and then they talk about it for 10 years before they come back again and prepare to win. So they're not a club that compete for titles on a regular basis. So in that regard, they don't see what they gambled. They gambled on a new contract and a new clause, release clause on Osimhen, on the fact that he will go to the AFCON and he would excel. And also, he would also do another over 20 goals this season that ended. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And then there's injury, and then there is the image problem and the big salaries. So not too many people are interested in that anymore. Even Paris Saint-Germain that everybody talk, this Harmony Miss Road, they will spend the money. I also not interested. But we shall see what happened eventually. Lukaku has already agreed to take a pay cut and sign a 3-year contract with the Serie A club. Now, this is what I thought that Osimhen should come out and say, like, listen, I'm willing to take a pay cut starting from the bottom, and then we'll go from there. So if he could take a pay cut, sign a, say, a 5 years contract and put a clause on performance review. So if I take a pay cut to start with you, let's say you're going to pay me 150, and then somewhere along the line I do 20 goals or plus, you will not review me and take me up to 200 or 250 back. Yeah, right. And I think that that's something doable, because a club like Chelsea signs you and you take them into the top 4, you have already achieved something on one front. Like maybe they don't win anything, but you've achieved something, because when you came, they were not in the Champions League. Now you bring them to the Champions League, and then from there you can now renegotiate. That's something that I thought if I was his agent, I would discuss. But you know, when you have Nigerian players, I've never seen a Nigerian player that have a big agent. If you look at almost all our Nigerian players, apart from probably Odion Igalo, every Nigerian footballer have agents that are not on the map. Agents are practically the errand boy who help them to arrange babes, who help them to do rubbish. Yes, Nami Talker, that's Nami Talker, and if you talk. So you don't have this kind of agent that will sit you down and tell you, like Mino Raiola told Balotelli that you Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are winning the Ballon d'Or regularly because you are not giving more than 20% of yourself. You need an agent that are strong enough that can sit you in a room, lock the data, hey, my friends, sit down there, and then you sit down and listen. You know, but you have that these ones who are to God be the glory that I'm hanging around Victor Osimhen, who are taking selfie because they have the opportunity to hang around Osimhen or any Nigerian player. And those players, oh God, Nigerian players like those kind of things. Nigerian players are worse than our politicians. They like praise singing. Nigerian footballers, they are worse than our politicians. Now you just not that close to them. You hate them from far. A very stupid group of people. Yes, I say it. Now one verse. They will not give an interview to Bush. They look for the interview. They go look Bush. If they're not giving interview, I'm going to interview foreigners. Simple like that. Talking about interview. Yesterday we dropped the interview because the controversy not there. Una pretend like say we will not drop anything. I be God the watch now. God the watch now. Even the one where they call one person out now, all of them go there. That's why people they always do negative things, because now we're on the like go. Good football academy that have been in Africa for 25 years, producing great stars, players, everybody. Fantastic interview. I mean, people don't even engage out. They don't comment on it. If I talk, say one person, 4 person picking or a person babe, 4 person. That one now, all of them go there. Mackenzie take person money. This one now everybody there. If you go to 2 million comments, and that one I give a obo, give a joy. All of them go guys for them now. Don't forget the protest when I protest. I'm not talking thunder fire on a shop, but the one that they behave like people with thunder go fire shop. Chelsea and Aston Villa have submitted offers for 21-year-old Bayer Leverkusen and German midfielder Maximilian Bayer. It's a good player. It's a young player that I think, you know, if we're groomed, we're put together, would do well. It would do well. It's not Lewandowski, it's not Thomas Muller, but I think he would do well. Monza's move for Costa Rica and former Nottingham Forest goalkeeper Keylor Navas, 37, could collapse over differences between the two parties during negotiations. Manchester United are close to signing Arsenal 16-year-old Denmark youth international forward. See person name, they say Denmark if I come. Chidozie Obi Martin. The only thing that is Danish in this boy is the Martin. Every other thing is Igbo, is Biafran, is Nigerian. But hey, well, Chelsea have agreed a £16.7 million with Genk for 18-year-old Belgian goalkeeper Mike Pandas. Okay, West Ham are on the verge of pulling out of the race for Dutch League Leeds winger Crescenzo Somerville. This guy was the first name that was mentioned during the transfer window, but sometimes the first shall be the last. Till now, transfer never moved, just like Osimhen. Osimhen was the first name everybody was saying, man, once the transfer window open, pyom! If said, he go, everybody going to share some. But the deal now won't drag to the end. The disadvantage of this deal is that Osimhen will end up not doing the preseason with his teammate, and then we'll go and sign for a team, and then that thing that happened to Brandon Day when he went to West Brom will not happen. That's just the whole wahala. But let's say I go Manchester United and Tunisia winger Hannibal Majbri. I thought this guy was going to turn out to be one of the bright lights. How he's still struggling, I don't know. It's 21 years of age anyway. He's close to joining Rangers. The Scottish club wants a loan deal, but United prefer a permanent exit. Now, this is why I'm asking Chidozie Obi Martin. Hannibal is going on loan. Hannibal, they are telling him, we don't even want loan you again, we don't want to keep you. Go away. You the rush, they go there. Malu where they hurry go abroad. Now he go come back as corn beef and ham. Oh. I just tell you. Aston Villa interested in Crystal Palace 27-year-old French striker Jean-Philippe Mateta. Okay, this guy scored a hat-trick last season, right? I think he scored the last hat-trick of the Premier League last season, if I'm not mistaken. Everton are considering a bid for 26-year-old English Roma striker Tamarabiemi Okolopopo Olopo Shodudu Abraham. Yes, Manchester United are working to reach an agreement with out-of-contract French midfielder Adrien Rabiot, 29, who left Juventus this summer. This guy comes with a baggage. Oh. He's a play ball, yes, but he comes with a baggage. Man United, are you ready for that? Una coach where they quit the day emotional. Where something they quit they touch. Una coach where they touchy. Where what they quit they pain. This Adrien Rabiot not be that kind of player. Oh. When he want play, they play. When he don't want play, he go tell you in mind. Oh. Not go out for press, go call him out. He go call you out too now. You call the vessel because the signing Adrien Rabiot is signing a touch of Zlatan Ibrahimovic and what's with that what's his name now? I've forgotten his name. The guy where they attack Eniola Loko the other day. Oh God. He played for Marcel. I think he played for Queen's Park Rangers. What's his name now? Jesus. How am I forgetting this name? And a touch of Paul Gascoigne also is on that Adrien Rabiot. So be careful you sign Man United because you guys are trying to build the future whose maker and builder is God. Because I hear Man United want to build £2 billion stadium, 100,000 capacity, opposite the current stadium. Now my problem with that one be say the man we want to use taxpayers money take build them. In the pay tax to England, I'm Monaco this day. Well, rich people know how to evade tax. If there's one thing you do as a rich person is you find how to evade tax. That's how you become rich. One of the signs that you are successful is that you stop paying taxes. You look for places where you cannot pay tax and you just live criminally or uncriminally free. Living on God. You have to live on God, as some of my friends would say. Get one guy. I suspect what did. I said, "Boy, what happened? What's going on?" So I'm on God. I said, "On God." England are 21 centre back Rice Williams, 23, and 21-year-old French defender Billy Comentio are set to leave Liverpool. Liverpool, you will walk alone this time. We're tired of padding up this squad and knowing that we cannot play regularly. Liverpool are planning to sign a defensive midfielder before the transfer window closes at the end of the season. Yes, Emmanuel Sebastian will be very, very quiet and silent, but I know if Liverpool results start doing somehow, Emmanuel Sebastian will find his voice. That's the voice of the NPFL. In case you don't know, that's the commentator you hear anytime the NPFL games are going on Star Times. Manchester United are expected to sign a replacement for their complete if they complete the sale of Scotland midfielder Scott McTominay, 27, with Fulham set to make a new offer. Okay, Fulham don't sign. Well, that money from Pauline Asha, they have to spend it like Barcelona spent the Neymar money. Okay, Sporting Lisbon have paid to reduce Coventry sell-on clause from 15% to 10% for the future deal involving 26-year-old Sweden forward Victor Gyökeres, who is wanted by Arsenal. Okay, so in case for those of you who don't understand, the sell-on clause says that anything above XYZ amount of money. So you bought the player from Coventry for say 4 million, right? Anything above 4 million, they have 15% on it. Now Sporting Lisbon are saying, you know what? The money, the buyout clause that we put on this player is too much. It's going to make everybody just look at him and walk past. Okay, beautiful enough to be on the show glass, beautiful enough to be admired. It's like a girl wearing a bikini, showing you enough to be interested, but covering all the main parts. Right? You're still not seeing anything. Right? So they want to reduce the buyout clause so that they can negotiate and get the player off. Again, Sporting knows that, removing this kind of players, it's one season. Next season, if you not do well, if you go bad, well, it's hard to have a Mario Jardel kind of player that will be consistent over a long period of time in leagues like the Portuguese league, because players easily get disillusioned after having one good season. They hope that they are supposed to move, and if they don't move, it becomes something that pisses them off, and they are no longer, giving their best. So they're looking for how to drop that buyout clause from 80 million to somewhere around what the transfer market is doing this time. 50 million is what the market is doing, and the cap for this market is 50 million. 35 to 50 is good. So let's see if that happens. Finally, on that front, Arsenal, Fulham are trying to secure a deal with Fluminense Brazil midfielder Andre, 23, according to Bruno Andrade. Okay, let's hope that that deal goes through and it comes around and show what stuff is made of. Well, we just might be excited. For those Man United fans asking me to give them update on Lenny Yoro, Manchester United new 59 million pound signing Lenny Yoro could be ruled out of action for a lengthy period of time with a foot injury, as written by David McDonnell. Okay, for the Mirror. Euro signed from Lille earlier this month sustained the injury in United's 2-1 defeat to Arsenal at the SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles on Saturday, with fears he could be out long term. The potential loss of Euro for a prolonged period is a major blow for United and boss Eric 20 Hag, who plan to start the new season with the 18-year-old at the heart of his new look defense. Sorry about that. The injury reinforces the need for United to continue bolstering their defensive rank, especially following last season's injury crisis. Oh, sorry. Liverpool, okay, they are accelerating their move for Endo. Which of the Endo are we talking about? Let's get into that conversation. Liverpool are reportedly accelerating a transfer move for a defensive midfielder this summer amid interest in Wataru Endo, according to Football Insider. Now, what's the story? The Reds rejected a bid from Marseille for Endo last week. The Japanese star was brought to Anfield last summer after the departure of Jordan Henderson and Fabinho. The moves for Moise Caicedo and Romeo Lavia failed to come off. However, the veteran midfielder was never viewed as a long-term solution, but rather a stopgap as Liverpool assess situation elsewhere. Now, who's going to come in, we don't know. Who Liverpool finds as a potential solution remains to be seen. The Reds have yet to make a move in the transfer window this summer. Once again, I ask my Asa Patrick and my other Liverpool fans, do you really think that Liverpool will not fall off the top four as I predicted? Because I think that that song comes up again. Going down, 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 going down, down, down. Yes, they are going down. Oh, go and give it to okay. Okay, so my nieces and nephew are in town. So I get like invasion like every day, but it's fun. It's fun. This 3-year-old girl, it's like I'm living the real life experience of Alvin and the Chipmunk. That's how my house is right now. But yeah, let's enjoy it. Let's talk about what's going on. Manchester United are closing in on their third signing this summer. Teenage striker Chido Obi Martin is the one that they're looking at. The 16-year-old hotshot, okay, turned down the chance to stay at Arsenal, leaving United to snap up the highly rated young star. For me, I will say go club where we say will give you a chance to play. Even go outside of England. If you score that number of goals, go to Portugal or go to the Netherlands. You will play regularly. Or go to France. You will play regularly, and then eventually somebody will buy you for 100 or so million to come back again and play in the Premier League. Arsenal need to do all those kinds of things. Sources have indicated that Obi Martins visited United Carrington training base last week in a bid to convince the striker to move. The club are not confident of finalizing a deal for him. Obi Martins was offered a fresh schoolboy deal to stay at Arsenal, but turned it down. You can read the full story below on the Mirror. Well, I don't do for that one. Let's go to the ones that are coming into Arsenal. They are more important than the ones that are going out. Okay, Arsenal look poised to sign the midfielder from Real Sociedad. Who's that midfielder? The Arsenal Merino League have been making noise for some weeks now. Atletico Madrid have shown an interest in 28-year-old, but the Spanish club's pursuit of England international Conor Gallagher should boost Arsenal's hopes. Socieda's club president, Joaquin Aparibe, that name sounds like Calabar name, have an update on the Merino situation on Monday, stating he has an offer to renew for over a year, and if he has not renewed it, it is because he does not want to miss the La Real fans, which speaks well of him. I like him not to leave. We all would be, but If he tells us he accepts another offer on the table and wants us to negotiate, we will. We know he has some and what they are, but we still hope not Mikel Arteta, but Merino will stay at La Real. But if not, we'll negotiate the best outcome for La Real. Well, always the interest of the club anyway. Well, deals that have been done. In case you missed it, Chelsea confirmed the signing of Philippe Jorgensen last night. The former Villarreal star signed, is a goalkeeper in case you don't know, signed a 7-year contract to the Blues. Wait a minute. Why is Chelsea's contract always 6, 7, 8 years? What are they doing? A long-term plan, but this long-term is getting too long. Bola good may long, but if you long like horse spoon, you know, call good again. You want to come out from the mad side? What is wrong with you? The goalkeeper said, I always, and that's where they lie. I always liked watching Chelsea because I watched a lot of Peter Cech growing up. So Chelsea were one of my favorite teams to follow. He's lying. He knows if he says that, he love us. Top your mouth there, you're lying. Well, let's talk about since we're still in Chelsea, let's run the matter up with this Chelsea. Chelsea appear happy to let the midfielder Conor Gallagher go once again, and Atletico Madrid are front runners. The Spanish Giant have neared an agreement with the Blues, but no words on the latest with Gallagher himself. Fabrizio Romano said Atletico Madrid and Chelsea are on the verge of reaching an agreement for Conor Gallagher with talks in the last 24 hours. Story revealed on Tuesday morning, talks accelerated and 35 to 40 million euro package almost agreed. Small details to be sorted out. All depends on Conor's decision where he wants to go. If he says let's go there is no going back on it. But let's see if that would happen. Okay, we keep our fingers crossed and hope that it happens. Well, last season's top goal scorer in the Spanish La Liga, Ukraine striker Artem Dovbyk has told Girona he wants to leave for Roma. Why would you leave Girona for another Girona-like team? Now, you like the same maroon color jersey. According to reports in Spain, Dovbyk top scored in La Liga last season as Girona qualified for the Champions League, bagging 24 goals. Atletico Madrid had also explored a move for the 27-year-old, but it looks to be set for a move to Serie A. Remember, there's something about Serie A that is attracting him, and he says, okay, you know what, let me go and do it. So for those of you who say, what do I mean? Roberto Calenda, the errand boy, the boy of Victor Osimhen, sorry, the agent of Victor Osimhen, said that old talk of him going on loan is fake news. Well, when an agent now talks like, you know that this is this is quote. Let me put the quotes on. Say, I've read about unfounded imaginary trades involving Victor. Shit around like a package ready for delivery. Calendar wrote on social media. But remember that this package is the top scorer of the third Scudetto in Naples history. Respect and no more fake news. Wow. It's trying to sound nice. If I know Victor Osimhen very well. Victor Osimhen, the sack agent, like when woman they change sanitary pad. Calendar. They go so sack you, don't so block you for WhatsApp. Yeah, I go clear. Yeah, you know if you reach him again. Yeah, you go make noise. Victor Osimhen go tell the next agent to pay you off, and then the matter go end. I'm just saying it. Well, let's come back to you guys now and see what you guys have been saying in all of the topic, all the conversation that we've been having. P-Man, no plaster today. Say let's go. Namse Banga. He says, good morning, fam. Good morning to you. Henry Maru, he said, good morning. Oh, please, let's share the link, bro. Let's share the link. Tosi Iluyomade. So for now, what's it called? Bobby Ray says, I should tell you that you will see something very soon, but just be patient. Probably it might come through me, but I'm just telling you the message. I'm the messenger, I'm not the message. I'm just delivering the message. All right, Tosi Iluyomade says, good morning, House. Good morning to you. What's your take on the case of a Nigerian athlete that qualified for 100-meter race, but the AFN did not register? I've already dealt with that one. Ibrahim Abiola says, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Good morning, family. I think the move is cool because Spanish La Liga would simply ease and take off some burden off his shoulder a bit, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Ibrahim Abiola wanted to say, that said, what's your take on our Olympic participant athlete representative is all but done? Do we really have someone to bank on in terms of medal, gold medal? yet due to the people that has lost out. I don't really think that I have anybody that I'm banking on to give us good medal at the Olympics. There is a whole lot. If you look at our preparation as against the preparation of other countries, I think that we started sabotaging ourselves from after the African Games in Ghana. First off, they took our athletes that are supposed to go and represent you in Olympics. They took them from Benin. Yes, from Benin, Edo State. Drive them on a bus. People that wants to run with that leg, fold that leg in the bus, the coastal bus, and drove them to Benin Republic. From Benin Republic, they flew from there to Douala for qualifiers. And then when the players got there, most of them didn't even participate. They couldn't because their legs were heavy. I mean, these athletes should be treated like the athletes that they are. Fly them if you want. If you must take them to competition, but to stress them that much and expect them to come and perform, I mean, you've already damaged their confidence and all that. So I'm not expecting anything, but let's see how it goes. Now, say back, I said this is Sevilla and La Liga. I could say a good move, but to call it a great move is what he will have to show us on the pitch. But I'm not expecting too much from him. Not a question about his talent, but a small matter of his work ethics. And I think it's not there. Same goes to many of our Super Eagles players, always relax and not pushing for more. All of I'd say, I don't think it's a failure, but those around him dictating to him. Arteta spoke with Chido, and the club was trying to offer him the highest money offered to his scholarship, but the agent was greedy enough, and United offered double, which is 30k. Same agent wanted a certain transfer percentage on Bukayo Saka when he wanted to sign his PC. So his agent took money over players' happiness. Well, these things happen in football. I always say that football agents are approved, officially licensed conmen that are allowed to operate. The line say Kelechi Iheanacho is nice. I hope he can be more active and disciplined. Happy for him. I like the fact that Kelechi was able to still join a top flight club despite his age. NFF no try you. Well, Quantum Leap TV says good morning, my brother. Good morning to you. This Super Eagles payment is sad. Tinubu paid 12 billion naira prior to AFCON campaign ceremony. AFCON paid 4 million as runners up. Why owing the boys? It's too sad. That 12 billion one at the talk. I keep hearing this 12 billion. I think it's about time I investigate this 12 billion because it's not adding up in my inner being, in my inner conscience of knowing Nigerian football, the money, the structure. That 12 billion is not adding up. I'm just trying my best to not get involved, but I'm hearing it too much now. I'm hearing this thing too much now. It's echoing too much. I'm going to climb on top of that table. If the table leg is strong, we will know. If it's not strong, the table will scatter. This 12 billion one at the talk. But I will go out of my way and try to get to the bottom of that one. The line always say, make it not be say last. Now Sadio Osimhen will end up. Well, Sadio good now. We'll be getting update in the night, late in the midnight hour. God's come turning around. Yeah, we'll be getting late night updates. Olafat says, good morning, boss. I've said it that they should have loaned the boy back to gain more experience, but ETH will overuse the boy, and that will throw him open to the media. We can see some glimpses. Now just one friendly match he played. Now ETH never do anything. Yeah, now he just injured. It's like blaming Arteta for Timber's injury. These things can just happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. Let's not. Again, where would they blame ETH? But this one never reached to blame Eric Ten Hag. More would they honest? Because I like to be fair with people in my judgment of any situation. I don't think that we've gotten to the point where they should really be blamed. Okay. Kenneth Madrid Maxine. Remember, this guy is back again. Please, when you write person name, use capital letter at the start time. Sometimes they're very, very funny. Like if I've seen my name like spelled like that, I don't think I like it. Okay. Edafe, you are a man of words. I like you more today. You speak out without fear or favor. That's not new now. You just got to know me. Olafadi say, I think Matthias De Ligt was 18 years when he captained Ajax. Ajax. How many media attention do they have in Ajax? How many focus? What is Ajax modus operandi? Ajax is a club that is founded on the principle of grooming youth players. And when you say that thing that you just said, so you forget one part of the story, which is the most important part of the story. Matthias De Ligt started at Ajax at the age of 3. And he grew through the rank. He was born, brought up, and baptized in the system. Is Lenny Yoro a thoroughbred Man United guy? No. So, adding to the pressure of coming to play in the Premier League, which is a crazy league, not the best league in the world, but it's a crazy league with terrible referees and unconventional media, then the pressure, the speed, and the whole pace is the high expectation that it needs to unstop deaf ear, part the Red Sea, turn water to wine, stop the woman with the issue of blood, the blood issue, go to the cross and carry the sins of the world upon his shoulder. Even before then, carry the cross from Owerri to Calvary. It's kind of a problem. Then he's dealing with the maniacal and diabolical UK weather. I keep talking about it. The UK weather that does not have respect for itself, not to talk of respect for other people, that does not love itself, not to talk of loving other people. The UK weather that can give you summer, spring, autumn, and winter in a space of 6 hours is the one that you're telling me that one person captain Ayas for the age of 18. Olafat. The other one say, LOL. I have watched the interview on the Football Academy, which has been running for 25 years. Great achievement so far with the number and caliber of players being churned out. Thank you very much for that. The players where the YouTube we know watch that in a God good judge now. P-Man say Joey Barty. That's the guy. You see, that's why you're my blood. You kind of like know what's in my head every single time. If I needed a shrink, you would have been my shrink. But I think that therapy is the worst money anybody ever spent. I'll go and sit down with somebody and I can't do me like this. You go cross the leg. You know how therapy is a form, they feel important. You got the right note. Okay, so what? Hey, Shakabalakaya. Me. If I go tell therapist my story, the therapist go into coma. He go get PTSD on my behalf. So what's the need to tell it a therapist? Joey Barton. Yes, there is a bit of Joey, like, you're cooking soup. Yeah, those church brothers there, all the Christian brothers who want godly wife. They are looking for sissy winers, but sissy winers with a touch of Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Radiga, Mocheda, and Tiwa Savage Ponyo. Yeah. Ask me what is going on. Just leave it like that. She put it in public so that I can use it as a narrative. She put it in public. She even sang a song that says sex tape did not budge anything. So let's sing it there. I'm just telling you. Now, when you marry those kind of girls, you're not be telling people that I marry Sissy Winer. No, you marry Mendoza, fine face, snake hair. It will soon turn you to stone. That's what Eden Arabia is. And Eric Ten Hag, they like anybody who go give an attitude. Because of all the baby pep coaches, it's Eric Ten Hag that is doing extra, like overdoing, to want to show that he is the pep. Every other person just do their thing their own way. I like Arteta. Arteta is a slow poison. Arteta is a politician. I like him because what he does is he marries Edu and marries Josh and gets in the good book of the board. So if you want F you up, now unalive for you. He go unalive you straight away. There's nobody that can stop him. But Eric Ten Hag, he confuse himself and he confuse his followers sometimes. Eric Ten Hag be like Peter Obi. He confuse everybody like too much Bangladesh and China. You're like, brother man, are you trying to be president or you're trying to be tourism minister? You're trying to rule Nigeria, you want to rule Egypt or China or Bangladesh. The Bangladesh now, they let the protest that side itself for all those good things when they say we'll go learn. Like we need to learn the protest from Russia. Let's start from them. Ibrahim Abela said, I won't be surprised if after all these dramas, Osimhen come out to go Saudi Arabia. I won't be surprised. Olafat said Chelsea are signing contract as if it's Uh, Jesus Christ. Nigerians now get bad mat too. There should be bad mat World Cup. Don't you guys think? Or there should be a bad mat sport in the Olympics. You know they don't bring slapping people now. They should bring a bad mat wording. Because we need to reset the way the world runs. Because any smart way just to say your body shaming them, you are affecting their mental health. We where they call Ozengbe, look at your life for forever. They call 10 people head. When I grow up, me, that's how I get 10 people head. Only me. My younger sister and I even start the conversation. Happy. You say, with your 10 people head. My sister will in London now. Frank, how kind of head? Ozengbe. Nah. If you do that, he emotionally destroying them. Honda. Whether now. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. Target Tech say, I'm so happy for Iheanacho. Until he start to play. If he can't go Sevilla, because he goes to that for bench again. Church close. Church Agbasa. I'm sorry, I talk of Ebola. All of us say for me, I think weightlifting, wrestling. No, reply you they confuse our own Paralympics. Now we for strong for that side. For all African games, we strong for the weightlifting and wrestling. But the people where you want to go do this thing with so they on steroid. For me, I think weightlifting, wrestling, and those fighting section is where I think we might be getting medals. Which type of medals? What's the color of the medal? Firewood medals or medal wrapped in sheets? Because France is now full of sheets. France is the shit country, the shit capital of the world. Everywhere smelling shit, rat, bed bugs, everything is in Paris. And this Antichrist Olympic. I don't know why you say Olafat. Now your nickname, they follow Chelsea. Chelsea not truly a pensioners club. Okay, I get it. The other one you say to declare money in Nigeria, especially from presidency, is usually a long drawn battle. The other one you says the distance between when the money is announced and when it gets to the account of the beneficiary is usually longer than the River Nile. Please, I beg to differ, and I say the River Nile is a short river. Put Mississippi, River Mississippi, and that distance, and then put the distance in the book of Isaiah. I say, as the heavens are far from the earth, so are my ways. That distance is what you should put there. River Nile is we can swim it. When you are determined to go abroad, you have determination, you have mind. When you are determined to go abroad, you will swim across River Nile. You will stream the length of River Nile, not even the breath. Okay, I don't like you say, I beg, no talk this UK weather again. Make the small sun where we they enjoy no run. Anytime where you talk this UK weather, the weather they turn bad. Now be me they do UK, all the people where they carry, let me talk upside down now, uneducated talk. All the slave where they carry, they say on a river, they swear for now. I mean on whether they do mano, they do busy. Monozozo weather now I get for that UK weather. Even Shango, they cost una weather. All of us say, boss, waiting they make me laugh. They say people will know don't they divorce or not married. Go say them be marriage counselor. Very funny thing I've ever seen since before. Well, in Nigeria, everything is a hustle. Everything is a hustle. Counselor, I mean, I don't know. Counselor, I don't know. I always tell my wife, I say, listen, all those things called couples therapy, all those things called marriage counseling, we don't need them. If we really need the marriage to work, we'll make it work. You know that thing they say, if you don't want to do something, you get a million excuses not to do it. But if you want to do something, forget. You go figure out how to do them. I don't like then you say them, they call those church girls Jesus body. Now, waiting big boy, them say, make I ask you. Who say you ask me? And you know how to spell them. You spell it correct, you don't know what it mean. Whoever teach you how to spell moyo, you need to go ask the person. For a Yoruba person, where normally if you want to spell moyo and a P-O-Y-O, you put the K for the back. If you know how to spell them and you don't know what it mean. Oh God, I hate to cut thunder on my community people. But Thunder Apprentice, strike me a leg. Shodi, say good morning, Elegbete. Nice to be part of the show today. even though I joined late. Okay, so that's the last message on YouTube. I have some messages here that I need to read. If it wasn't for the money, cars and jewelry, all the things I've got, I wonder. Maya, they follow me everywhere, Twitter, everywhere. They with me. This guy, my guy, is my co-debater, accurate timekeeper, panel of judges, everything I do. Say good morning, everyone. Now, what for you? What I do again? What I do, brother man? Okay, this one is coming from Reginald. Reginald said, you said before that you will not join the protest. Would you stop your friends or people that you know or your staff from going on protest? No. That's an infringement on their fundamental human right now. I see a bit of law now. Come on, Reginald, why you not? Why you Reginald? No, I will not join because this is for me. It's a personal thing. I don't think that the protest would achieve anything meaningful. First off, with this government, is not a listening government. Were you know on Twitter Space and different ministers were coming. They were sounding like they were doing us a favor. They were sounding like they were bothered to come be minister, to come and be earning money, to come and be stealing money from us, and they were helping us. So those are not people that I want to protest for. Again, secondly, the protest does not have a direction. Why I joined NSAS and I was part of NSAS, one of the things that a lot of people didn't know that during NSAS, I was in Lagos, like deeply involved in it. I was in Anambra, I was in Abuja. I traveled. I traveled. And that day when they were shooting, I was inside that gutter front of my toge there. I was just there, just lying down there. My phone damaged because it was terrible. But hey, I was part of it. That's my point. This one, I don't know what the demand are. And some of the demands that I'm hearing does not resonate with anything reasonable. That government that is elected into office should resign. Resign how now? Who say there is who will take over? Let's know. A protest should have a direction that we did end SARS. SARS, I'm not lying. SARS never harassed me before. They don't stop me, coming from work, ask me question, I answer, and they let me go. SARS don't also escort me for nights before. When I go do Champions League nights, and then my car broke down on that Lekki conservation area, and I was there. I was really, really stranded. So I just got back, and I explained to them, see where I'm coming from, see my ID cards, who I am. They called Tovan. Tovan called to me. I not pay. They tell the guy to carry me go my house. But then to make matters easy for me, they drive with me till I reach my place. So, but when that protest came up, I joined because I've heard so many things have happened to other people. Now that won't have a direction. This one, I don't really think it get direction. Yes, there's hardship. If we're protesting for hardship, I understand. We're protesting for attention. So what are the demands? What are the so if you protest, now let's say you protest for 1 month, what do you want done? That's something we need to ask. I'm hearing someone say they should return the subsidy. No. More just of ours now. We cannot go back and forth on this one. I can't see myself there. But Reginald, as you ask, why not? They are free to go, but not carry my camera go down because last time we lost 2 cameras. We never still fix and the skeleton of the camera inside this wardrobe here. We lost 2 cameras for NSAS, 2 cameras, 4 microphones like that, and injuries. And so I'm not going to be putting my cameras on the line for that one anymore. We even do video now. We do video. It's on this channel now. We do video from NSAS now, but not going to do that anymore. Because insurance is not going to grip me. So let's just leave it like that. Having said that, another message came in from Dami. I saw the message just now. Okay. The amount of unsaved numbers. Wait, the same message now. I'm not tired. All right. Hi, Daffy. My name is Dami. I love your show. I watch it a lot. Nice interview with the guy in the Ghana Academy. Lovely one. Hope that there is a lot more of that in Nigeria. It would have been nice. But I want to ask you, you said that football is not a profitable business. Can you explain why it is not profitable yet everybody is jumping on it? Wow. Let me try and explain this. That's the best way that I can. So profit is like when we sit here now, we're talking about YouTube, right? It's expensive to get into it, but eventually it becomes profitable. McKinsey now, I mean, people have come and they know now that every month is earning $90,000. Oh God, they beg you whether go beg that guy money now. And that's only on YouTube. Oh. Another platform could be like between 100 and $150,000 every month. Oh. I don't know how many people in Nigeria who earn that money. And then you can talk about the other content creators like that. Okay, so let's peg it out. Say they're earning $20,000 to $30,000. So whatever investment you put into doing what you're doing, that's why people like the Ejuke, what's his name, Brain Jota can do crazy things. Sidney Tucker, the other guys, Nas Boys, and the rest. Now, for football, I don't know anybody who was a billionaire who bought a football club, ran the club, and then still remain a billionaire. All of them became broke or lost money. And when you look at the cost of running a football club, you try and understand. A lot of people confuse transfer fees. So they're making profit of transfer fee. No, that's why when Man United fans were complaining that the Glazers were taking money out of the club, I was looking at them like, how can you people be in England, call your league one of the best league in the world, act like you know football a lot, and you don't know jack? Oh, he took a loan against the club. Oga, on a club they down. I said the club give up. When you said the club give him, it became a private entity. It's not your own again. If you don't like him, go and form your own team. Sure, they went to go form one club called FC United. Where are they today? Football is not profitable. It's hard. But football provide social capital that nobody has. So if I have a football club, for instance, I can sit in tables that ordinarily I will not be able to sit on if I don't have that football club. That's one. Two, I can travel to places, I can go to places, I can meet with people, introduce myself, and be respected, get access like that. So that's what it does. What you not do with it, it's like being the NFF president. NFF president is not commercially viable. It's not profitable. It's not career. It's not profitable. But what it does is that it opens door for you if you're smart. Like you're smart, like Amaju, for instance. Now you can use it to go to places where you will not earn money. So it provides you a leverage. Leverage is also very, very important. But in terms of capital, I mean, it doesn't. What people do not calculate is they'll tell you they have 25 players. No, they don't have 25 players. A normal professional football club gets over 100 players. Let's do the count. The senior team have about 25 to 30 players. There is the under 23 teams, there's the under 20, there's the under 17, and sometimes under 10 and under 7. All of these academy players are on the bill of the club. The structure, their coaches, the backroom staff. Man United just now be 100 people they sack. Would you have believed that there is 100 accountant in one club? Then there's another 250 people who be say they put on waiting list now whether they won't sack them or they don't know their fate. Though all of those people, they pay them salary. All of them come from, if you are sole ownership, all of them come from that sole ownership. How do you pay them? I always ask people, if now your papa, now you get the club, now you spend that money, how do you pay them? So it's something that is crazy. When you hear that clubs are manipulating results or numbers, they are doing it because that's the only way to survive. That's why sports is a money laundering business. It's an image laundering, image washing, money laundering because of the way the whole thing runs. You cannot survive on just principles of business and all that. There is no, somebody put it this way, that sports is not a rational business. There is no, if you do this, you get this, you get this, you get that. No, it's not a rational business. It's very, very irrational. So that means that's why I say that if you look at all the people that have owned football club in Nigeria or in Africa. See the guy that bought one club is the guy that bought Simba. I see him on a podcast on an interview, and he said they asked him the biggest money that he has spent, and he said he bought a football club that's never given him profits in over 5 years or so, and that's the truth. So when you look at football club, people buy them and begin to go down. And then maybe they said to somebody else again, and then they have to pay them. Look at Everton, and they're saying anybody that comes to buy it, the owners will not make money. They'll use the money to pay the debt that they are owing. No profit. You saw what happened with Newcastle. No profit. Every time you look at the football club, it's not a profitable business. It's just a status, social status, and social currency business. That's what it is. But hey, it's a long conversation that we shouldn't stay on for too long. Well, while I was doing that, some other people brought in some connection, some comments. Sorry. Lami says, please pray for Falcons to win by at least 2-goal margin today. The Lara says Chelsea is the only club that has a retirement plan for you from the time you sign for them. I salute them. Later, they would want to sell them after 2 years, and then the players cannot be sold because you cannot just have the opportunity to sell all your players anyway. But having said that, thank you very much. God bless you for your time on the show today. I gotta run now. My name still is Edafi Mathias. You love to come in the Legaton Sports. If you've not watched our interview with the Right to Dream director, please go watch it. There's one or two things to learn, something that can improve football. Please, if you've not shared our content, please do where to share. If you've not subscribed, do where to subscribe. Help us to grow and get better. Bye-bye, and do have yourself a wonderful day.